Greetings YouTube and welcome again to the Blue Corner. And in today's episode I'm going to be showing you guys my updated Robot Scrapyard deck. Scraps, long story short, like to summon their big boss Scrap Dragon and just gain advantage through their destruction effects. Once they start getting those +1s, it becomes really difficult to defeat the deck because they're just going to out advantage you. The deck thrives in slow play, and thanks to some cards released in Extreme Victory, it can now run a little bit faster. So I'm just going to cut out of here, sprawl the deck out on my mat, and just go over some card choices. And alright, here's the deck in its full 40-card glory. Definitely has some influences from Luke Patterson's scrap deck that topped at YCS Orlando, and Ryan Miles' scrap deck, which I consider to be the best scrap deck out there. So yeah, it's quite similar to those. One scrap golem, special summon a scrap monster from the graveyard to either player's field. 2 Mechanical Emperor Granule. When a monster you control is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon him from your hand. You do this as chain link 1 so you don't miss the timing. Obviously, scrap monsters pop themselves quite easily, so Granule's live quite often. It's just a matter of drawing him early or late. Early game, he's awesome because he gains half your life points, and then he has the same effect as all mech lords who suck up a synchro monster and gain their attack. Granule can special summon that guy to your field in defense, so if you like swipe a Shi En, you can then summon to your side of the field, and then you at least get a once per turn negate. Granule can win you games. That's without a doubt. Like, if you drop him early and you've got like Scrap Dragon, Tengu, and Granule on the field, and your opponent's already like used a warning before, then that's good game. Frankly though, once Wisel comes out, I'm probably gonna swap him out because frankly I draw this guy late game most of the time, where he's not as stellar. And if you use Wisel, you can at least use Solemn Warnings. So yeah. But otherwise, he's working out pretty nicely. Nothing says, oh shit, like a 6 Samurai player who has 2 Shi Ens on the field having to deal with a Granule. I rather enjoy that, actually. Drop Granule, suck up a Shi En, 6500 attack, punch over their Shi En, they play hand the next turn, I drop another Granule. Good game. 3 Scrap Chimera, special summons a Scrap Tuner from the graveyard when normal summoned. 2 Scrap Beast, 2 Scrap Goblin. They both pop themselves when they're attacked on the face of defense position and survive the battle. Goblin cannot be destroyed by battle, however, so he's more likely to do his stuff. Orthros, you can special summon him from the hand if you control a scrap monster. When you do, pop a scrap card on the field. He can do some pretty nice stuff. If you've got like a Chimera on the field, and you've special summoned a Beast, you can like pop the Beast or something. And you can special summon this guy from your hand, pop the Beast, and get like another card back out. Or if you've got just your Goblin on the field, your opponent never bothered to attack it, and you've got a Chimera in the graveyard, and it's your turn, you can Scrapyard this guy out, special summon to the field, pop this, get Chimera to your hand, normal summon Chimera, and special summon Goblin again, synchro for Scrap Dragon, pop Goblin, pop something else, get your Chimera back. Good times. After that, 3 Reborn Tengu, he's nuts and scraps. He's level 4 non-tuner synchro material. You can pop him with Dragon, get another one. Yeah, he just, as the quote says, Tengu puts in work. Summoner Monk, pitch a spell, get a level 4 guy out, so you can get one of your scrap tuners and just synchro into whatever. Morphin Jar, because he's always fun. And then the spells have really not changed since last time. I've got 3 Scrapyard, 3 Scrap Storm. Really nice for when you attack with Beast or Orthros and they try and imprison you, then you can just pop your guy and go for it from there. Scrapyard Tutors, MST, like all this stuff is virtually the same as before. This is awesome. This is still really nice because now you can make Naturia Landois. The traps are where things get fun. 2 compulsory evacuation device. No warnings in here, so Compulse is a decent out to synchros, and it's chainable, so you can summon Scrap Dragon, pop this, pop a back row, chain this, bounce a monster, and do some other stuff. Royal Decree. With all these traps, Decree sounds like a bad idea, right? Well, you've got Scrap Dragon, so you can always pop Decree when you don't need it anymore. The idea is basically you use Decree to help make your pushes. After that, you can pop Decree when you don't need it, and it also works nice with Royal Oppression. You oppress someone, and then when you want to make your plays, you do your stuff, they try and oppress, you play Decree, they pay 100 life points for nothing. Call the Haunted, absolutely nuts in here. Fiendish Chain, I wish I had more of these, to be honest. I regret trading one away. Basically, it's a Spellbinding Circle and Effect Veiler combined in one. You target your opponent's monster and they can't move and they can't use their effects. Really nice if you've got to deal with an annoying synchro monster like Colossal Fighter. You just chain it, they can't do anything, and you can summon Granule afterwards, suck up their Colossal Fighter. He becomes 2,800 attack points stronger. Your chain remains on the field, so you can pop it with Dragon afterwards. Fun stuff. Mirror Force, yeah. 7 tools, I definitely like, yeah, it's a 1-up is pretty much needed in almost every deck, and it helps stop the ever-present Debunk, which is a beast of a card to deal with. And Solemn and TT. Not too sure about TT, and not too sure about Solemn too, since I got the Granule in here. We'll have to see. So yeah, that's the main deck. Now for the extra deck. Alright, we're back with the extra deck, and I'm going to show you guys just a rough side deck, because my extra deck is pretty much the same as last video. All I really did was I took out a couple cards for some other ones. So 3 Scrap Dragon, everyone knows what this guy does. He's one of the best synchros in the game. Scrap Twin, pop a card, bounce 2. Scrap Archfiend, Big Beater, Trishula, herp derp. Stardust Thought Ruler, Black Rose, Landois, Natural Landois, Brachyon, Beast. Landois lets you pitch a spell from your hand to negate a monster effect and destroy it. Remove 2 cards to negate a trap. Mill 2 cards to negate a spell. Beast is still the best of them. This guy could potentially put in work. I have yet to actually use him, but he's still there. Bryonak, because it's Bryonak and Catastor. So yeah, pretty much your generic extra deck, plus theme-specific stuff. On to my rough side. I just kind of threw this together on a whim, because I knew I wasn't going to be taking scraps to the main tournament at my locals, but I did want to at least get a couple duels with them on the side. And I've got 1 Dragonac Draco Exquisite, 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, 2 Super Polys, 2 Chain Disappearance, 2 Puppet Plant, 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Effect Veiler, and 3 Thunder King Ryle. This and these 2 are fairly obvious. This and these 2, just something I've learned from playing Disaster Dragon is that, yeah, I've got Dragon type synchros, I've got a lot of them, and if my opponent tries to do something annoying like summon a whole bunch of warrior monsters, or like I'm like attacking, I've already popped my guy with something with Scrap Dragon, and I go to attack their hero and they spring D Prison, and I've got Super Poly. I could play Super Poly, pitch a card, swipe their Neos Alias with my Scrap Dragon, and drop 3,200 attack on the field, and that's going to annoy someone. It's also a nice out to cards such as what's its name, The Shining. Yeah, you could always, you could swipe The Shining. Incidentally, if you just hate heroes a whole lot, you can run Elemental Hero Gaia in this slot too. Just fuse off your scrap monsters with their heroes and make Elemental Hero Gaia. But yeah, Chain Disappearance, good card, will be needs to be reprinted badly. I think it should be a common in Gold Series 4. Puppet Plant, because yeah, Samurais, Keepers, Heroes, Veiler. I like Veiler on the side. I'm not too sure if I like it main decked in scraps. I think personally I'd only run Veiler in the main in Plant Synchro. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. And then 3 Thunder King Ryle, because I only run 2 cards that add from the deck to the hand of my main deck, so I could just take them out and put in Ryles. And yeah, as far as the extra deck changes go, I'm leaning towards cutting a Scrap Twin Dragon and for a Steel Swarm Roach when it comes out over here, if I can get my hands on one, because Roach is pretty nice. You pitch, you remove an Exceed material monster to negate the special summon of a level 5 or higher monster, and Scraps can make rank 4 Exceeds very easily thanks to Chimera. So that all being said, that concludes this version of Robot Scrapyard. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next time, take care.